I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 35 on our journey from 0 to $100 million. We just got done picking up all the stones off of all our new fields. Now let's go ahead and start prepping those fields for planting time. Got quite a bit of stuff I want to plant. Let's see if I can fit it all in this episode with these being a little bit longer. Now I got canola I want to plant for canola oil, corn and sunflowers. Well, corn or sunflowers. And then one of the root crops. Now whenever I say root crops, I mean potatoes, sugar cane, sugar beets, right? I think sugar beets. I don't know. Cotton. I'd like to do that. And then I'd also like to do all the ones from the premium expansion. I haven't done that yet. So we got the red beet, carrots, and parsnip. I think. But first, let's go ahead and get this stuff washed and put away, maybe. You know what? Probably shouldn't do that first. First, we should probably start taking care of the fields. Let's look at those. Liquid fertilizer is all done over here on the grass field. Now, next up for the grass field is rolling it, and I do that with a mulch roller. My barley field should be coming up planting next month. All it needs right now is some lime. I could wait till next month, or I can do it now. I'll go ahead and start it up now. I only have one thing for applying lime. That's going to be a little bit of an issue because I have 9 fields needing lime. I also like to use this Vulture tractor here. It is my smallest tractor I have, and it just seems to run good with some of the smaller equipment. We'll go ahead and back up to our lime trailer we have here. Might end up getting another one, and maybe even another tractor. I mean, $234,000, that's really not enough money, but I also really don't need another tractor quite yet. It's enough money to get me another lime spreader, though. That ended up costing $2,628 to top that off. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some fuel in here also before we hit the fields. I don't want that to have to shut down on us. And thinking about it more, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy some more of these lime spreaders. It just seems like something I'm definitely going to need, especially with all these fields. I will hold off on getting more tractors because I do have 2 other tractors doing nothing right now. They could be used for spreading the lime. I will not need to go through and fertilize any of these fields because my planter does have a built-in fertilizing system, which will get fertilized during planting time. Hooking up to the mulch roller right now with the John Deere. We're going to hit this up on the grass field. I did say I was going to get 2 more of those lime spreaders because I had 2 more free tractors. I did kind of already forget that I need to roll the field. I will still go ahead and get 2 more of those lime spreaders because I do feel like I will have this tractor available pretty soon. Here's the first one I'm going to go ahead and buy. Now, I did realize I do have some other mods out there that probably do a lot better as far as spreading it wider, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and get a couple of these and just keep using them over and over again. We may end up putting in some more multi-fruit buying stations so I don't have to travel all the way back to refill them because I got a feeling they're going to run out quite a bit of times around these fields. But $39,200, we will buy that. And of course, I'm going to come back in here, do a little more customization with the color and go ahead and buy another one. Here's our second one we're going to go ahead and buy. And did I really pick the same color for the tank and for the cover? What is that? Sam Gloss. There's no way I did. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I did. Oops, my bad. Let's change that real quick. I guess you can't really tell the difference. Oh, man. Looks like the license plate says Eat Donuts. That's not right. That's from a different series. My bad. $38,800. Is that one cheaper? Maybe it is. Maybe I spent less on paint. That's what it's kind of looking like, but it's ours now. Topping this off all the way with some lime for $4,218. Now let's go top off the tractor with some fuel, and then we'll hit up the next field over. All the tractors are off and working and doing some field work right now, which is absolutely amazing. But while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and work on some more auto drive horses. Didn't make as much progress as I wanted to, but it looks like we got some workers done. We'll jump over here. This is our field 3. Lineman's all done over here. We're going to send this over to field 4, get some linemen done there. And then of course the other finished worker is another limer. Just going to keep repeating this process over and over again until all these fields are limed. Down to 56% here on the lime, and it's only done 1 field. That's kind of concerning. Like I mentioned before, I may end up putting multi-fruit buying stations just randomly throughout everywhere. Looks like we got another finished worker, and that would be that roller over there. Let me check on that and check on that grass field, make sure everything's 100% done there. Yep, looks like the grass field is good. It is now growing. Growth stage 1 of 3. pH value perfect. Nitrogen perfect. Let's go ahead and get this taken back to the farm real quick. Set off to the side right now. Grab the other lineman spreader and get to work. Down to 4% lime in this thing. I think it's time to go ahead and put in some sort of multi-fruit buying station. I'm really liking the way it looks over here on the left. For $2,500, we'll go ahead and place that in right there. I'll do a little touch up with the ground here. I should probably go through and change this from dirt to gravel, but it looks good the way it is right now. Whoa, this one barely barely finished this with 453 liters left. It says 1% there. Great thing is, I got this multi-fruit buying station right over here. We'll go ahead and top this off and head over to our next field. Almost done with all the liming. There's one more tractor out there on the last field doing a little bit of liming. I'm gonna go ahead and start having the other ones come back, refill everything, and wash in, put it away. Kind of crazy, kind of irresponsible possibly, but let's go ahead and get another shed in here. I want to put this one in just for probably field care storage, such as fertilizer spreaders, and for that's it. That's probably it. Starting to get more and more of them, so I feel like they need kind of their own home. Washing up the fertilizer sprayer right now, and I'm kind of concerned with my money up there. Only $37,800. I don't know if I'm going to top this off before putting it away. I think I might just risk it anyways. I think I do get money every single hour, which it's about to roll over the next hour. I guess I'll see that here in a second. Yeah. Looks like I do get money every single hour pretty good, up to almost $60,000. So yeah, let's top that thing off. Here's how I ended up going ahead and putting away all this stuff. Plenty of room still left in here, and it makes me think I should probably get some more, or I'm definitely going to store some other stuff in here besides just this. Now I am putting these in a row because it's no big deal. They're all the same thing. I'd like to think whenever I go to grab one, I'll end up grabbing them all. Really just doing that to save on space, and I'm thinking about getting some actual dedicated fertilizer spreader vehicles. I don't know their exact name, but those big old ones that does the fertilizing and the lime spreading all from the dedicated machine. Now this Vulture here is kind of weak. I don't think it's going to be able to put up quite a bit of the stuff I have, so let's go ahead and get it washed and put away. And you know what, that fertilizing shed over there sounds like a great spot for it. It's now 5 in the morning in August. We're up to almost $250,000. Wow, $4 away from that. That is a lot of money. Did get almost all the stuff put away. I kind of gave up on a few items here and there. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek into the time-saving stock check mod, see what all is best sell price right now. TMR's up there. That's pretty good, except for the fact that we never should sell TMR, or y'all should never sell TMR because it is ridiculously cheap. Oh, it's just not worth it. For the amount of money value you put into making TMR, yeah, definitely not worth it at all. Herbicides up there, not gonna sell that. We use that quite a bit. Empty pallets and empty barrels. This is a money maker I've been looking forward to quite a bit here. Now these do go somewhere else, but I think we'll be fine selling those off. Now let's check productions and probably set those empty pallets and empty barrels up on selling. And if I can remember, I'll go ahead and sell off the onions and cucumbers too. Here is where the empty pallets and empty barrels go. They go right here. There's already almost 100,000 liters in here. That's what I said whenever I put in this beekeeping production. This honey is not the money maker. The empty pallets and the empty barrels is the money maker. It just backs up and gives you a lot. Now, great news here with this greenhouse over here. It does take the compost / manure, and I believe I am starting to actually make some manure from the cows. We'll look into that this month also and maybe get these fired up to full speed. Now let's go ahead and sell off the, onions and cucumbers, I believe. We'll set that on selling, and this one on selling also. Let me double check that real quick before I lose all my product. Onions and cucumbers, yes, we're good. Okay, back over here now. We'll sell those off. I should probably just write this down so I remember which ones to turn off selling. You know, I realized this last episode, I put these candles on selling. I don't really want to do that. I want to go ahead and put them on storing. Well, 70,000 liters, that is quite a bit. Let's go ahead and put them on spawning. That way they'll spawn out in store. You know what? Don't want to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to do storing for now. We'll see if that ever gets full within the year until it hits best sell time. If it does, and then I'll do spawning. I kind of want to get it backed up and saved up and sold off at best sell time. Spinnery is running barely. That is why I want to plant some wool. Plant some wool. No, that ain't a thing, right? I want to plant some cotton. Tailor shop still shut down. I don't know what's exactly going on there. Looks like it's just having issues with getting fabric. I mean, we're making fabric over here, but it's just not making it fast enough. And then looking at my farm sawmill small, it's going. I got the wood deactivated over here. Y'all forgot that. Basically, I'm trying to run all the wood out before I sell it. Field products over here did stop. I don't think we're going to end up using anything over here. We do need to come over here and pick up the TMR that is here, 478,000 liters of it. Get that over to our cows. Flower nursery, really nothing going on there. Just a cool little mod to make a little bit of extra money. Now, I'm really interested in checking my silo capacities because I feel like I'm kind of getting up there. Feel like it in a few products. Looks like the honey distributor is on here. Now, I don't know why it's at 4,785. Now, when I mean on, it doesn't have a bubble next to it. What that means is it's actually working and distributing. At least it should be. Mushrooms were doing good. Pallets, barrels shut down because we're missing some beams, but this is where I want to come in and set these up on selling, make some good money on the next rollover hour. Wood pellets, this thing is still up and running pretty good. I like that. That is a huge money maker for me right there. Firewood. Oh, geez. Yeah, well, I'm sure it doesn't make me much money. Let's go ahead and deactivate that for now. Sawmill. What sawmill is this? Oh, this is the one leading up towards the pallets and barrels. Small silo. Okay, this is the one I was really interested in. I feel like I might have some good products here. I guess I could just scroll through here. Water's up there. Not bad, not bad. Pretty slow though. Liquid fertilizer. Ooh, I definitely need to top that off some before it runs out. Honey is up there. That's what I was really interested in. With all those new beehives, I wanted to see if the honey was going higher and higher, but I guess it's not full yet. I was kind of worried the honey might be full, but I guess I don't have that much honey going in there as I thought I would. Looks like all our wood productions are going good too. I'm sure our trees are growing in good. Not quite there yet. So let's go ahead and sell off those things and get some liquid fertilizer into a distributor. Of course, to sell those off, they're already on selling. We'll roll over to the next hour, see our money go up. Oh my gosh, I went up by over $500,000 right there. I kind of jumped over really fast there. Let's put it back on 5 times. And make sure I turn these back off selling. Looks like my tailor shop actually got up and running for once, but it is dropping pretty fast here. It only has 55 liters of fabric right now, and the fabric is used quite a bit in the stuffed animals and quite a bit in the clothes. Now this is the water trailer here, but with me having that automatic watering system going to all these greenhouses back there, don't think I'm gonna need to use it for water anymore. Let's go ahead and turn this over to our new liquid fertilizer tank, because that one is further away. I believe it's over by our wood production areas right now. Let's go ahead and top this off all the way, I think. I mean, this is going to cost quite a bit. This may have been a horrible idea, but $180,000 right there is gone. But we got 200,000 liters of liquid fertilizer now. That is just going to stay inside here. It's going to distribute over to one of my greenhouses. It's the coffee greenhouse one. I need to go ahead and finish out that production and start moving those coffee beans to the further parts in those productions, but they actually start getting a little bit cheaper in sale prices the further you go on in that production. The very first thing makes you the most money, unless it's changed. With everything taken care of as far as productions and selling off stuff, we have $327,000 in our bank right now. I do got this planter out, and we're going to head over to one of our new fields. I'd like to start making some canola oil. Now, which new field do I want to do? You know what? Let's do the biggest one, because the smaller fields I want to save for the root crops or the crops that use a smaller header. Let's say it that way. Now, as far as the business portion in my mind is thinking I should probably do the largest field with some cotton, because that's going to make a whole lot of money in our fabric area. The lazy part of me is saying, nah, don't worry about that. I believe our biggest field we planted is our last field, field 9. We're heading over there right now, and I am going to do some customization to this, and I should have done it before I headed over here because I need to top it off with some more stuff. But we have a multi-fruit buying station over here, and I'm going to turn around and just go ahead and add a new one over here. I'm just so indecisive. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Got the new multi-fruit buying station put in right there. Now let's go ahead and customize this. We're going to up the capacities on it quite a bit. And hey, look, helicopter flying around over there. And I will build a roller into it. We're going to go from, well, we don't need a mulch roller. We'll just do a regular roller. I haven't quite figured out exactly what that mulch portion does. We'll leave it as the Kinsey brand. Of course, we're going to leave it as this crazy colors here. And what am I looking for? Capacities. There we go. We're going to go unrealistic. It's going to up us to 100,000 liters. Now that's not 100,000 liters each. There's a division in there somewhere. A divide, the great divide. But $2,000 to customize all that, we will do it. Now, of course, with this being an unrealistic one, I can go ahead and put in something besides seeds, but I'm not going to do that because I am planting seeds. Maybe if I do plant some sugar cane, I'll fill this up with some sugar cane. Let's go ahead and get this changed over to canola. There it is, right there, canola, and we're going to get this set up on this field directly in front of us, planting away, or I might just do it myself. I'm not sure, but all that right there gave us 25,000 liters of fertilizer, 75,000 liters of seeds, which is quite a bit now that I'm thinking about it more, and drops us down to $271,000. You know, I just realized I'm pretty sure this right here, this planter plants every single thing I want to plant. So I don't know exactly why I went with the biggest field. Previously, I did put in this tree nursery thing over here, which runs over here to this tree plantation type greenhouse thing that gives me wood. I did realize I can end up putting in, I believe, 3.75 of these or something like that. So safe to say, let's put in 3 of them. I could do that. Let's go ahead and start making some room for that while that planter worker is off going on field 9. I was looking at doing a little test fit here before I finished up cutting down trees, and I noticed there's some log piles sticking off to the side there beside that little shed, and that is not happening over here. Maybe that is the storage, but I don't know if I should plan for that or just place it wherever I really want to, because it can overlap into the trees and everything like that. But I think I might have enough room here. I do want to keep it pretty dense and everything up in here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. We'll put one right there and make a little drive up to it. First, to put one right there, we need to go through and pick up the trees, get rid of the stumps, and of course, when we place it in, got to lay down some dirt. I think I got them all loaded up on on here. Just not exactly sure how they're staying on there because that thing is definitely about to fall over to the right. Already flipped over once. Let's get this over here into our wood distributor storage, and this is going to go over to our sawmills or any other things that require wood. I did turn off the firewood one. May not ever turn that back on. Might just go ahead and get rid of it. That did take us up to 53,000 liters of wood, and it's going to blow right through that instantly. Taking a quick look over here, and it does show canola is grown, growth stage 1 of 8, pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect. Now our expected yield is not all the way up to the yield potential. I'm not exactly sure what it's missing. I think mulching, but I have done the mulch roller thing in the past, and it just didn't work, or it didn't get it up to that 100%. So I'm still not 100% sure what I'm missing. I do know I'm missing quite a bit around the edges and some spots in the middle of the field. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just go ahead and get this back over to the farm. Didn't end up using much at all. 74,401 liters of seeds left, 23,384 liters of liquid fertilizer left. Not much was used at all. One thing I ended up forgetting to check early in the morning was on the animals. I don't know. I guess I just forgot I had animals, but they are doing pretty good. Tons of food over here. Not many chickens. If y'all can remember correctly, I started with one. Want to raise that all the way up to the full 50,000. And got a couple of males in here. Not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'll leave them be for right now. Eventually we'll end up getting rid of them. At least I think I will. I should probably go ahead and get rid of them now. Sheep are doing great. Reproduction's coming up on a few of them, and looks like I'm sure they're still making some pretty good wool. Cows, they're doing good too. Tons of food in there, 1.5 million liters. Oh, they finally reproduced. Hey, look at that, month since last birth, 0. I like that. So I've been waiting on that. Got some males over here also, and yeah, you need to figure out something to do with those. But we are starting to get milk now. That is absolutely amazing and something I've been looking very forward to for a while. Only 5,000 liters of milk. I'm sure it's going to go quite a bit. Can't remember exactly how many cows go into this pen. I think it's like 200 maybe, but I feel like it's going to be more than I can handle. Our yearly food is now up to 657,000 on the requirement there. Our yearly food over here is 890,000 and 710 for the chickens. So I got nothing to worry about with the chickens, at least for a little while. I believe all the field work is done. Let's take a quick look at the crop calendar, see when my next stopping point is. I think I'm going to end up having a harvest for grass, though. That might be my next stopping point. Looks like we can plant the cotton in February. Not going to worry about that. And we also need to go ahead and stop in September to plant the barley. I don't know if I'm going to stop in September to plant it or just wait till October, because I think October is when I'll be able to harvest the grass field. But other than that, that's looks like our stopping point next month or the month after, and March. I'm sure I'm going to end up with a lot of money from this automatic sell stuff, and of course keep an eye on animals and all that other stuff while jumping these months. It is now October. Grass field's ready to harvest, and I believe I'm ready to plant some barley. Really nothing has came up on sale. There was some bark mulch for sale, but not that good of a value. Not worried about that. And plus I believe it holds 1 million liters in the production. And then also the milk is up there quite a bit too, but we're going to save that for something else. Make an end product there of maybe cheese or some other milk products. That's got me thinking of, hey, maybe a new production is going to be coming in pretty soon. Looking into the crop calendar, I can plant barley right now in October. Did skip over the September one on purpose because grass field wasn't ready then. So let's get everything started up and going. We got weed large in here. Not sure exactly how to get rid of the weeds before planting. I've tried herbicide before and that did not work. Looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and plant and then do herbicide after the weeds grow in. At least I don't think it worked. Also just realized we're up over $1 million now. Of course, a lot of stuff just selling off. That's where all that money's coming from, and probably a lot from that pellets production, which is absolutely killing it on making some money. But we still have 99 million more to go before we hit our goal. Should I just fast forward time till then? I guess I could, but where's the fun in that? Let's keep expanding and building this farm and growing this operation to a lot larger scale, to probably making $100 million a month. Nah, I'm just kidding. That ain't gonna happen. Or will it? Okay, this is something pretty interesting that I've actually never used is weeders. I'm reading over this. I guess they can only be used in the first growing stage of crops. I think I might give this a try because I don't like seeing all those dead weeds left over after using the herbicide. I'd like them to be completely gone. I would like that. Not sure how well that's going to work, but we'll give it a try. I obviously do not have any mods because I've never used these weeders. I just got the ones that come with the DLCs and everything. But we do have one that's a 24.5 meters, and as y'all know, I like to definitely go with some of the bigger stuff. Wow, this one's smaller and costs more. Oh wait, hold up. They say two different things. Can only be used in the first growing stages of crops. They can be used in the first growing stages of crops. Oh, okay. Oh, this says hose pull out small and medium growing weeds between crops, improving the fields. Okay, so there's a difference between the weeders and hose. First thing we're just going to go ahead and start with is plant. Of course, we need to plant some barley for our chickens. Of course, that field is going to be designed only for barley and chicken feed. Now, we got plenty. I could easily skip a harvest because the chickens are not growing up that fast, but I'd like to get ahead because I feel like that field at some point will not be enough. Looks like the seed and fertilizer is going into the ground. Let's take a quick look at that, make sure everything's good on the backside. Weeds are growing, so I could use a weeder to get rid of that, and that is something I'll probably do. We are on growth stage 1 of 6, so this might be the growth stage I need to do the weeding on. Not sure yet. We'll give it a try though, if I remember. There was one thing I was working on before skipping over to these months that I should have went ahead and put in, but I didn't. That one thing is timber plantation. Let's go ahead and go in here, right there, timber plantation. It's kind of weird how cheap this is, actually. I think it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not much to it, I guess. $10,000, really not much to this whole production in general, but looks like it works good. Let's go ahead and get some dirt in there, get a little path up there. Now, I'm not manually coming in, picking up or dropping off any supplies, but I still like to be able to have the option to do it if I want to do it. Got that new production in. Next up is to fire it up. Let's find it somewhere in here. Same thing. Not going to worry about renaming them. They're all going to do the same thing and all in the same generalized area. Not doing anything special with it. We will go ahead and change it over to distributing as far as wood and wood chips. They're both going to be set on distributing, and we just got to press enter right there, and now it should be running. The stuff should start coming over at the next hour, and I want to go ahead and roll over to the next hour and check that and make sure it is working properly. There we go. Next hour over. Spend $125 in wages. Man, I need some free labor around here. Yep, it's running great. Went ahead and sent a driver over here, and we're going to go ahead and pick up some of this TMR. Now, I say some. I believe it's like 400 and some thousand liters. Hey, look at there, 478,000 liters. Yeah, quite a bit. We're going to get that over to the cows, get them fed with some more food. I believe all my animals are doing pretty good. I'm not sure why it does this, but it absolutely drives me crazy. So at one point I had more cows here, but all the cows don't seem to progress, or animals in general. I'm using cows as an example, but they don't seem to progress at the same speed because these cows right here are also part of these cows right here that gave birth 2 months ago, but the reproduction percentage went up at a different speed. And then all that does that really bothers me is makes different categories or different columns, sections, or whatever for animals. And I don't like having all these in here. It's quite a bit. And I'm sure that's just probably the mod I got. I don't think that's a base game thing. Not sure. Haven't done much with base game animal stuff. All my tractors are a little busy right now, so I think it's time to go ahead and start looking at adding another large tractor to the farm. Now, I don't think I got a Massey Ferguson, do I? Wait, what is... Okay, no, that's a Kloss right there. I got a John Deere and I got a Valtra. Hey, you know what? Looking pretty good. I think that Massey Ferguson will do what I want it to do. Only 325 horsepower is what I can put on it. Yep, that's what it's looking like. Let's go ahead and upgrade this, of course, to a better engine. I don't really care about the anniversary pack thing. Anniversary edition? What? So cool. Nope, don't care about it. GPS receiver? Don't know if I want to do that or not because that might be the same thing that was messing up on my harvester in the past. We'll go ahead and turn that on right there. And of course, we'll go with some random colors. Don't know if I really can, but I guess we're going as random as we can. I like it. I guess the tractors is one thing I haven't quite went random on the colors with, but $166,000, quite a bit of extras in there. I hope 325 horsepower is enough. I really don't know. I should have checked this. And what I'm talking about is enough. I need something to do the weed. 170. Okay. 200 horsepower looks like is the max. 250 horsepower there. Okay, 250 horsepower is going to be the max required if I use that. But I don't think I'm going to. Let's try out this right here. 200 horsepower. We will go ahead and buy this also. Now, of course, I can't do any special customization with the color because I guess Giants is that way. Boo. $85,000. We'll buy that. You know, I just went and bought all that stuff whenever this tractor's almost done, but the thing is this one's really not done yet because I'm going to go ahead and pop it onto the grass field, picking up the grass and doing other work here and there. We'll dump off all that TMR to our cows and give them plenty of food. I think I might need to add some sort of front weight to it maybe. I'm definitely going to try to put some wheel weights on it. I guess I missed that in the customization portion of it. Let's see here, wheel setup. There it is right there, wheel weights, front loader. Not seeing a front weight option up here. I don't know if I'm going to attach something up there or not. It does look a little different than what I normally see. It's all fun though, playing with these different things that I've never used before. Can I go with bigger wheel weights? Nah, I guess I don't see that as an option. But $1,200 for those wheel weights. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Let's hit the field, see how well this works out. Guess the first thing I gotta say is this thing is huge. I really like it. Now, I don't think this is gonna work on this stage. Maybe next month's stage is what it's talking about, but I'm gonna give it a try. I believe all I gotta do is lower it. Oh man, it's taking out the grass too and everything. Don't know how I feel about that. I wonder if that will grow back. It actually looks like it permanently removes it. Definitely don't know how I feel about that. Hey, weeds are gone though. I love that part. Not gonna go through and do it right now. We're gonna wait for this other worker to get done on the field, so I'm not in their way. I think I might have noticed some that's not good at all. So the weeds are getting removed, but my expected yield is at 97% where the weeds got removed. Go over to where the weeds aren't removed, and my expected yield is just 1% short of the yield potential. So maybe it's better to leave the weeds and just use the herbicide sprayer. Might be. I don't know. I'm sure y'all will help me out and let me know in the comments, because I have no idea what I'm doing. You know, I think it might be time to make a change here, and that is going from liquid fertilizer to solid fertilizer. Now, there is a huge advantage, I believe, to both of them in their own separate way. Now, the liquid fertilizer, I believe, costs less and actually uses less. Now, the huge advantage to using solid fertilizer is I don't have those big old arms sticking out, and I can kind of run multiple things at once there. What I mean by that is I want to run my lime and my fertilizer at the same time over on the grass field, or just any field in general. Am I going to get rid of this sprayer here? No, I don't think I am. I'm going to keep it and utilize it for herbicide, because looks like herbicide is probably going to be a thing. Let me go ahead and put it back up. I brought it out thinking I was about to use it, but plans changed there. I guess I do need to empty it out. I'll probably just go ahead and throw away all that liquid fertilizer, as in using the Easy Dev mod to delete it all. Or, you know what? Can I dump it into a silo? I think I did this one time on another series somewhere. Let's run this into town where that silo is that holds the liquid fertilizer. Looks like it does empty out, but I don't want to empty out here. I don't know what I was thinking. I just drove over the first crate thing I've saw. Let's drive over this one over here and empty it out and save it. I guess selling it wouldn't be such a bad thing. It does pay really good. Looks like grass is all picked up. Let's go ahead and get this off the field, heading over to the sheep, doing our normal routine, which is feed the sheep, make some TMR. Now, I did have to back out and get some extra mods here. Now, those mods will be utilized on some fields moving forward. I believe I got another mod somewhere in there, but I kind of want to just try out this case one, Titan 4000 floater or the Titan 3000 floater. I don't know. I've never had the best of luck with three-wheelers like the ATV and everything. Let's go with this one right here. Engine setup, we're going to bump that up higher. Obviously, why not? I always like more horsepower. Number, we'll go ahead and number that. I got no problem with that. I feel like this might be something we use quite a bit. Fenders, we'll leave on there the Isaiah Pro thing, Azaria Pro thing. I have no idea if I'm even ever saying that right. But, oh, hey, man, that's pretty cool. I could change colors on it. There's case green, a blue, even a black. Wow, that is really cool. Now, what do I want to do here? This is going to be fertilizer. You know what? Let's just leave it red. I was going to make it like a greenish color like a fertilizer, but oh well. We will buy that for, whoa, $314,955. That is a lot of money. Let's buy that. We'll go to combination, see what all they got here. Hopefully it holds quite a bit, only 18,000 liters. That is kind of a bummer. May need to go in there and do a little editing to hold more. Don't have to, but sound like a good idea. Okay, looking at what all this stuff does, I guess this has seeds in it. That's interesting. Pretty cool. We will go ahead and get this. Ooh, big. Let's see here. Okay. Big obviously comes with the cover or doesn't come with the cover. Now, I guess it doesn't have a cover option if you got the big one, but I do want the big one because I want the 18,000 liters. Now, 28 meter spread, that's doesn't seem like too much. This might slow me down or it might speed me up, but $32,000, it's definitely breaking my bank. With me going over to solid fertilizer, my production in town that makes the TMR and hay and all that stuff, it does have an option for making solid fertilizer. So we will probably be looking into that pretty soon, because I don't think I'm going to keep buying this stuff over and over again. That was $21,600, and I got a feeling this is not enough. It looks like this worker's done over here weeding, and it did drop my expected yield, I believe. So that is not good. We will go ahead and get rid of this weeder and never use it again. I'm sure y'all were going to tell me the same thing in the comments. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's sell that right there. No, you ain't going to worry about repair, repaint, but we got $67,771 from it. Now, this tractor, of course, we're going to keep. I feel like we can always use a tractor. I mean, it's a Massey Ferguson, not the best out there. That one's directed towards Auto Sim Crew. Now that I think about it, it might actually be enough solid fertilizer because grass fields do not take much fertilizer at all. We're going to go ahead and turn that on the first waypoint. Now with these both going at the same time, you see the white lime streak right there. This is going to overlap it, and then off to the right of that white lime streak is going to be some more lime whenever that limer does catch up. So it's going to look a little weird from aerial view. It's going to have white streaks going all over the place, which I think I could live with because I believe it's going to make it go a little bit faster. I came into the productions to check out something else, but it looks like there may be a problem here. I don't think the beeswax is being produced fast enough, or I might have left it on, oh, I was about to say spawning, but I definitely did not leave it on spawning. Looks like it's on distributing. It's just not making that much, I guess. Kind of weird. Wasn't sure how that would work. Maybe I could buy a bulk amount of it. Why not? Or I'll just have to put in some more beehives, and that's probably what it's going to look like. But I did come in here to look at this Field Products factory, which is pretty cool. We'll come down here to solid fertilizer. I guess I can use digestate. I'm usually horrible at that, or manure. The manure one is what I was pretty excited about because I can even make manure inside this production if I got straw, but I don't. But I do have manure coming from my cows. Let's go grab that manure, bring it over here, get this started up and going. I'll be honest with y'all, I actually forgot I had this over here. I was tabbing through the vehicles and I was like, oh wait, what's going on over here? I forgot I had all this grass. Short-term memory loss right there. Here's a quick example of what I was talking about, how it's just going to have these random streaks in here. Because the solid fertilizer is going a lot faster than this lime is. So now this lime is being applied to the top of the fertilizer and gonna end up doing stuff like this, which is fine, just a little eyesore to my OCD maybe. We ended up with a leftover 486,000 liters of grass. Let's go ahead and dump that off into this production here. Start making some hay, silage, and then TMR, of course. I tell you what, this thing got done super fast. I may be switching out all my field care stuff like that with the liming and the fertilizing. That's what I mean by field care. Crop protection, I guess, would be another word for it. I don't know if field care would even be the correct word for it. Maybe it's just that tractor going so slow, but this thing absolutely knocked it out of the park. Over here now at the cows, not sure how this works. I think I could just pull up to and start loading. Hey, I can. Worked out pretty good, I guess. Only 45,000 liters of manure in there. That's not as much as I was hoping for. I guess it's better than nothing. We'll get that over to the production, start making some solid fertilizer. While we're heading into town to dump off all this manure, I just want to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. We got a lot done, Got a lot more fields to plant. This is a long, very long process. Really starting to regret making all those fields, but I think it's going to be pretty fun once we get around to harvest time. And I mean, even right now, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I hope y'all are enjoying this series, this episode, as much as I have been. And I hope y'all are enjoying these longer ones. They are taking me quite a while to make, so please don't forget to hit that like button. But anyways, I really just want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome and very much appreciated and very much needed. And until next time, y'all take care.